Yeah, she asked me, really, do you love me? I said, yeah, yeah.
Hi guys, welcome to Watching Hollywood. My name is Farah and welcome. Today we are going to be talking about episodes 6 and 7. I decided to combine both episodes because there wasn't a lot of information that was being given between both episodes. Oh, let me stop there before I continue. Please do not forget to like and subscribe. Bing, 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 bing. Click on the notification bell so you can know when my next episode is coming. I have a lot of good episodes coming up. Some, once again, with Eleanor Severia, one of my closest friends. We're going to be talking about 365 on Netflix. Yo, you guys got to watch that series. It's 3 different movies, right? It's, you know, part 1, part 2, part 3. Dude, it's like soft porn. It's so bad yet good at the same damn time, but it's worth a watch. So we're going to be talking about it, giving our little opinions about that as well. And also I will be talking about, I'll be starting another type of video on my page in regards to, and I know I mentioned it before, I don't really remember, but about being, you know, an older actor coming into this game. Because I don't know if a lot of you know, I started acting probably in my early 20s, and then I stopped for a long period of time, and then I came back again in my late 30s until here I am now. And just making that transition back and the trials and tribulations that I went through and continue to go through as an actor, just wanted to share it with you guys. And also I'll be talking to people about that as well, other actors who came into the game late and their experiences and how they're coping and how they're going through it, you know, on the road to succeed, on the road to succession, right? I don't know. But anyway, so back to these 2 episodes for the resort. So episode 6 starts with a flashback of Balthazar when he was a kid. Apparently, when he was probably, looks like he was around 9 years old, he used to write letters back and forth to the author of the book. The author that this movie is mainly about trying to find, you know, to see what the hell is going on and what leads to passage, as they call it. The author, whose character name is Mr. Ibarra, played by Luis Guzman. I love him. Luis Guzman is an excellent actor. He's played a plethora of movies, a lot of funny, you know, not serious movie, but love him. Freaking hilarious. So I was kind of excited to see him because I like to see him work. I think he's pretty good. So he plays the author. But anyway, in this flashback, Balthazar used to write letters to Iberia, same character's name, Mr. Iberia, and used to critique his writing of his books. So he was a fresh little kid, you know, a little asshole. So he wrote letters to this man saying basically, your book is not finished, it sucks, let me help you with it. And of course, Iberia was like, what? You little kid, what are you telling me right now? I'm a grown-ass man. I'm a writer. I'm sensitive about my shit. Okay? And Balthazar was like, no, dude, this sucks. And Iberia was like, kick rocks, my dude. Go find something to do. And you're a free ass, you're double stupid. And double the nerve of you, right? So they used to go back and forth, writing these letters. And then I think one of the last letters, Iberia put his thumbprint with blood and basically threatened the little boy. Threatened Balthazar. I was like, listen, don't come writing me this shit. I'm gonna fuck your whole world up. And so Balthazar's mom found the letter because she was kind of suspicious, like, why this boy always going to the mailbox, back and forth. So she kind of, you know, beat him to it the last time. And she saw the letter and she was like, what? The nerve, first of all, for this grown man cursing out my kid and writing to my kid and he threatening him. So, you know, mommy, she a free ass. She went to her goons and was like, listen, ruin this man, ruin him. And you know what they did? They ruined him. So apparently he was a professor and stuff, the author, and she ruined him. He didn't have life anymore. He went into seclusion and I guess was writing books from there, okay? So the thing is, it flashed now to the present, Balthazar never told, you know, Emma and Noah this. You know what I'm saying? This was like a little secret. Like, don't you think they should have known? You know, but hey, I guess it adds to the mystery of the whole story. So after, you know, kind of having a flashback thinking about that, he caught the spirit and he was like, fuck it. I'm gonna tell knowing that I know how to get to the author. So I guess he kind of fills them in on what's going on. He said, we gotta go to, basically my old house, my family house. The letters are there. We're gonna go get the letters, and it has the address. I'm gonna go to the author's house. So Noah and Emma and Balthazar head over to, his family's house, thinking nothing of it. Balthazar goes in. He basically tells them, stay out here. Do not come in the house. Don't come. I don't care what you hear. Don't come. 2 minutes later, Balthazar is crashing through the window with his big brother. Apparently his big brother was an asshole. It kind of shows in the flashback he was an asshole to him, and he still is, right? So they're like fighting. And Emma and Noah like, what the fuck? Like, what is going on here? We just came here to pick up letters. Like, what is going on here? So Balthazar's like, get the key, because apparently some key fell. I was like, get the key, go to the car. So they're like, oh shit, they got the key, and they're like running to the car. They went to the wrong car. They're like, oh, maybe it's that car. They run to that car, and he's like, start the car. And Balthazar's like running away from his brother. It was the funniest shit ever. It's like, start the car. He's running to the car, put the window down. So he flies through the back window, and his brother freaking takes a knife and like flings it, damn near stabbing Noah. But it stabs the seat, and he's like, drive. And they're like driving off, and they're like, oh shit. And Emma's like, what the fuck? And he was like, oh, that's my brother. And it's okay. Don't worry about him. And she's like, what? But he's like, if he sees you in the street, he's probably gonna kill you though. And they were like, what? And it was like, we took his car. And Noah was like, what if he gets the other car and comes after us? And he's like, oh, he doesn't drive any car but this car. That's why we took it. Smart. But anyway, they make it to the author's house. And like I said, it's, actor Luis Guzman. They make it there. And they're like, hey, we want to see the author. His daughter opens up the door. And her daughter's like, no. Because apparently he's sickly. He was like damn near his deathbed. And the daughter's like, no, you're not going to go see him. And they're like, we're FBI, whatever. And the daughter looks at the badge. She's like, that's fake. And they're like, okay, can we see him though? So the daughter goes in, I guess, to go ask him or whatever. And of course, Miss Emma sneaks in the back without them knowing, anybody knowing, breaks into the damn people's house them. And of course, the author freaks out. He's like, what the fuck? And Emma's screaming, freaking out, and everybody's like, what the fuck? And they, Noah and Balthazar go through the front door, and they all realize, okay, Emma's caught. So, Emma's like, I just want to ask you a few things, whatever, trying to like just get to the point, and, trying to speak Spanish. And the author is like, and this is why I feel like Luis Guzman is funny. He's like, I speak 6 languages and 2 of them I made up. And then Emma's still insisting on trying to speak Spanish, and he's like, yo, stop it. Right? So, and he says it to them, and then he says that again too, because there's a flashback that happens, because during this period they're also flashing back to when Velvet and Sam went into the house to go see the author as well. They found their way up there too. And then, they're trying to, he actually doesn't want to explain the book, but of course Velvet's asking a million questions about the book. What does this mean? Whatever. And so I'm trying to speak in Spanish, and he's like, dude, stop with that fucking jacked up Spanish wannabe speaking. I speak English, my dude. Like, stop. It was hilarious. But anyway, trying to find an information book, and he's just like, kind of like, you don't want to really know about this. You don't really want to go there. And she's like, what is this language? And he's like, oh, that's my language and I made up. And he's trying to break it down to them, telling them whatever. And he's like, you don't want to go there. But he ends up driving them there, against his will. But he's like, fuck it. He brings them there to the part of the jungle, I guess, that leads to Passage. Because they figured out like it's a spiral thing in the book, like different locations, and it makes a spiral. Like, it's so funny. It's like they're reading into his text more than he is, the author. And he's kind of looking at them like, y'all shouldn't go though. I know I wrote this. It was a difficult time in my life. I don't really want to talk about it, but y'all shouldn't really be going there. And they're telling him things like he kind of didn't know in his book. He's like, oh wow, I wrote that? Weird. It's funny. But anyway, we go to the present, and and same thing. It was the author kind of breaking down, trying to write explaining to them things in the book, whatever, unwillingly, and there's like there's a scene where he's like trying to use the pen and it's not working, and he's asking for all these different pens, and Balthazar is acting so weird because he hasn't told the author, hey, it was me, I was that kid who was writing you crazy letters, you know what I'm saying? But the author kind of feels like Balthazar is acting weird, but he can't figure out why though. But anyway, Balthazar gives him the pen, and he sees the pen, and it's free as the snake, the yellow. And everybody always freaks out when they see that symbol, that free as symbol. That's the theme of the whole damn story. So he looks at the symbol. He's like, who are you? Who the fuck are you? How did you get this pen? Whatever. And he's like, I'm a free as. And he was like, Balthazar, figure it out. Stabs Balthazar in the hand with the fucking pen. Fucking loses his shit, choking Balthazar. And that nigga straight up caught a heart attack. And scene. That was the end of the author right there. Catches a heart attack trying to choke Balthazar. Because he remembered what Balthazar did and his family did, like I said, ruined his life. Ridiculous. And pretty much that was like the end of the episode. Oh, but FYI, Emma was feeling a way about Balthazar because she can't really fully trust him. She feels like he's full of shit. But Noah's like, nah, let's roll with him, whatever and stuff. So, I don't know. I kind of feel Balthazar is up to something. I don't know. I feel like he has a part in this. Or maybe he does. I just feel it. I'm kind of on Emma's team on that one. I feel like, I don't know if I fully trust you, Balthazar. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if I fully trust you. And Luna, my little Luna, she is over everything. She keeps telling Balthazar, leave these people alone. Let them enjoy their vacation. Like, stop encouraging this situation. She is so over it. She's like, I'm out. I'm done with y'all. Right? But anyway, that was the end of scene episode 6. So now we're into episode 7. And episode 7 starts with Velvet's dad. Looking like Crocodile Dundee. I'm telling you, this man looked like he is weathered. His skin is like rubber. You know what I'm saying? Wearing the hat, Crocodile Dundee type hat. His hair's long. He looked dirty as fuck, like he's been living in the woods all his life. Okay? So you could tell time hasn't been good to him, but rightfully so. Because remember, his wife died, and then his daughter is dead or gone. He doesn't even know. Okay? So it's safe to say this man has had a miserable few years, for the past 15, 20 years. So it starts with him, and Emma leaves him a message. Yep, Emma's at it again. So she leaves him a message, and on the voicemail, and he's like, who is this? What's going on? Then it breaks to Noah waking up, looking like he had a beautiful night with his wife, waking up, and Emma's gone. Waking up in a room, and Emma's nowhere to be found. So he gets up, he's freaking out. He's like, what the fuck? He's running around the whole hotel. He's like, has anyone seen Emma? Luna's like, I don't know her. Running around all over the place. And then it shows Balthazar waking up from a drunk-filled night, because, he was freaking drinking after he got stabbed in the hand by the author. He just lost his shit. And then he wakes up, and all of a sudden he's like, I need to find a book. I need to find that fucking book. So he goes into Noah's room. He's like trashing the room, trying to find the book. And Noah's not in there because it's like he's still looking for Emma, right? So he's doing all that. Luna is in there with him like, what the fuck? You're freaking out. Like, stop going through these people's stuff. Let's get out of here. You're crazy. We're going to get caught. What are you doing? Like, you're losing your shit. Luna is the only sane one. She's the only one who's like, yo, let's stop this stupid shit. Because she obviously knows something, right? But she's not talking as of yet. But she's like over these people, over them. And then, of course, Velvet Dad, Crocodile Dundee, walks in. And he was like, is this Emma's room? And they're looking at him and they're saying, oh no, Mr. So-and-so. I don't remember his name. Sorry. And he's like, oh, hey guys. And they're like, you look like shit. He's like, yeah, okay, whatever, thanks. And then they're like, where's Emma? And they're like, they don't know. And it's like, well, she left me a message. I know where she's at. And he, saying stuff like they went to the Pasaje or whatever. And he was like, but how did she know how to get there? And he's like, she left me a message on how to get there. So they're like going to see if they can find Emma. Noah is, goes back in the room, and this is prior to them, the situation happened, goes in the room, he finds the tablet and figures out Emma's on her way to Pasaje as well. So he's like, fuck. So he gets his stuff together and he's like going after her. So Noah takes a taxi there. How do you call it? Balthazar, Luna, Crocodile Dundee, and this funny, cute gay couple, which I live for. They're hilarious. They've been throughout the whole movie, but had little scenes and stuff. They're like the little comic relief in the whole series. They're like, having a little spat because the husband is like, I want to do something fun, something I've never done before, and his partner is like, what is it? You always want to do something. You've done everything, and they're like fighting, whatever. But apparently, the fun thing they wanted to do was getting in this helicopter and flying in the jungle. So Balthazar and Crocodile Dundee and Luna took the ride with them, and they went to the jungle to go find Emma. And then it's so funny how they all crashed to meet. So Noah takes a cab. Emma's already in the jungle, going through everything, trying to find this Pasaje. They're coming down in a helicopter. The helicopter comes down. Noah and Emma sees the helicopter, and they're like running towards it, not realizing, boom, they crash into each other. Like, what the fuck? Helicopter down, everybody's there, and Emma's annoyed. So Noah's like, what the fuck are you doing here? Why are you doing this? Whatever. Emma's like, I didn't even want you here. Emma is bothering me, FYI, because like I stated before in the first episode, guys, I feel like, I shouldn't say hate is a strong word. I feel like William Jackson, the character who plays Noah, plays these roles where it's usually a wife who's over him, and it's usually a white wife who is over him, who like kind of treats him like shit, and he's like trying to hold on to this relationship for dear life, and like, why, let's try to make this work, and they treat him like shit, and I want to be like, dude, just leave them bitches, leave them. Like Emma straight up was like, yo, I was speechless. Like she was like dogging him, like, why you here, whatever, and he's like, I am your husband. I'm supposed to just leave you in the jungle? Like, dude, we're on vacation. We are literally on vacation, and you out on this mission, and you looking at me like, what am I doing here? I am your husband. I mean, I would think I would want my man to be there. You know what I'm saying? First of all, I wouldn't even be doing anything like that. I am not going on some crazy mission to find dead people on vacation. Like, what are we doing here? You know what I'm saying? So it's clear, like, she is obviously not happy. Like I said in the first video, she is not happy with him. And this episode is like, she is turning the knife. And he's looking at her like, what's wrong with you? And she's looking at him like, why are you here? Why? And it's so sad to see. And I'm just like, Noah, just leave. Why are you bothered? Noah, leave. You have no kids with this woman. Just leave. Y'all could be friends. But clearly she don't want to be married. She is not about this life.
Look, I don't know if you even like me anymore. That sucks. Like that. Like, do you want to be married to me anymore, or like, nah?
Leave, Noah. Please leave. So they have the little argument, whatever, and she kind of basically states like, I don't want to do we. I just want to do me. Why we always gotta do we? And he's like, because that's what husbands and wife do. Why don't you want to do we? Dude. Anyway, and I get it. Sometimes you just want to have your moment, but maybe that's not how you communicate it. I get it. Like sometimes you just like, can I just do me? Can I have a day of me? I get it. But the way she was saying it to him was like, boo, you being an asshole. You lucky you even have this man. Because there's women out here who's like, I need a man, and would love their man to be like, let's do we. Okay? Because there's a lot of selfish men out here. Shout out to you, men. Love you, bud. Whatever. But anyway, they had the argument. Everybody's looking at them like, they ain't gonna last. This is gonna be interesting, you know. But anyway, moving forward, they decided, Emma's like, I'm not going anywhere, I'm staying here. So they all kind of decide, okay, we're gonna stay here overnight and try to figure this out, you know. Crocodile Dundee's like, get your shit together because we only got 3 tents and you guys gotta be with each other. So y'all need to kumbaya already, make peace and until we get out of here. I believe the gay couple, they leave. I guess they just wanted to come for the ride. They end up going back to the hotel. And then there's this camp scene, right? Where they're all sitting there, you know, Baltasar, Luna's not there. Is Luna there? Yeah, she's there. It's Baltasar, Luna, of course, Emma and Noah, and they're having a little kumbaya moment, you know, talking about different stories, what's the best thing to make them happy, whatever. And then Emma and Crocodile Dundee have their own little moment. And, you know, he's like, you know, and which is kind of sad. It made me a little emo. I was a little emo about this. But he was just like, you know, his daughter's image is slowly escaping him. He can't fully remember her whole face, you know, because it's been a long time. It's been over 15 years, you know, and he's mourning. So, you know, it's a little sad. He was like, I can't really remember her face. Is slowly slipping away from me. And then here go Emma trying to get her moment, talking about, you know, I'm gonna go to Versailles. I'm hoping Versailles will let me see my daughter's face again, since I didn't want to see it when I had the miscarriage. And Velvet's dad, Crocodile Dundee, was looking at her like, nope. I'm not accepting and buying this. He was like, I see through your bullshit. Nope. And then Emma was like, oh, what? And he's like, no, I'm not buying this shit. Bye. He gets up and walks away, and Emma feels like a burnt crispy toast. She's sitting there like, and mind you, she's boohooing, saying, and she was just like, what just fucking happened? And Crocodile Dundee went to bed. Okay. So the next day, which is throughout the past few episodes, something's been going on with Emma's teeth. I don't know what it is. She keeps losing teeth. This scene, her face swells up when she wakes up in the morning, and her tooth is like super infected. Another tooth. I don't understand the significance of the teeth. Maybe I missed it in the dialogue, but she keeps losing teeth. And it's like, why? So her teeth are swollen. She was like, Luna's like, oh shit, what are we gonna do? Noah's freaking out like, yo, you gotta go to the dentist. We gotta get out of here. Of course, Emma's like, no. No, we gotta stay. We gotta figure this out. I can't go. Luna's like, I'm the fastest. I'm gonna go run and get the doctor. So she just just leaves. Luna's hilarious. And Crocodile Dundee and stuff is like, we gotta pull this shit out. We gotta pull this out. And Noah's like, what? Who, what? And Emma's like, yeah, somebody gotta pull it out. Noah, you pulling it out. And he's like, no, I'm afraid. I don't like blood. I don't wanna do this. Eventually, he's forced to do it. Crocodile Dundee had freaking pliers, whatever. They heat it up. They go into this bitch mouth and pull out the teeth. It was huge. It was disgusting and black. Blood all over her mouth, gum pieces, like, ugh. Noah's like excited, like, yay, until he sees all that shit and he faints. End of scene. I don't even, like I said, if anybody knows what's going on about this whole teeth situation, they want to comment below, please do, because I have no idea why they've been focusing on the teeth. I don't know. But anyway, moving forward, Dundee uses the bathroom. He finds a little ditch in the jungle, takes a shit, and while he's doing that, he sees the red tarp that originally Velvet and Sam were laying on. Because the good thing about these 2 episodes, they didn't do really back and forth flashbacks like the previous episodes. So they just showed this part where it shows they would flash back to Velvet and Sam on this tarp, and they were attempting to make love. They were using the tarp to sleep in because it was getting dark. slept on a tarp, whatever, so they wake up the next day. And so moving forward now, Crocodile Dundee's taking a shit, and he sees the red tarp. He goes towards the red tarp, and it's just like, they cut to everybody coming to where he sees the tarp, and apparently the tarp was covering a hole in the ground, and there's a rope.
So what now?
We go in. So, the end. That was the episode. So there's a hole in the ground, and that might be what leads to Passage, whatever it's called. And that was the end of the episode. So for these 2 episodes, I appreciated them, but they weren't the best, especially episode 6, even though it had Luis Guzman and it had some funny parts, but it was just like, I kind of wanted more details in why he wrote the book and all that. He just said it was just a troubling time in his life, but I just wanted them to deeper. So episode 6 was a no for me. Episode 7, it was good to see Velvet's dad. You know, I'm back to see what he's been up to, and clearly doesn't seem like he's been up to much. Probably just trying to find his daughter. But yeah, I give it a go. I thought it was, you know, interesting to see, but hopefully episode 8's a little better. I'm assuming there's only 3 more episodes, 8, 9, and 10, right? So we could be done with this series. But yeah, I give number 7 a go. So all right, guys, like and subscribe my episode. Please pass it along. Anybody who, you know, who be interested. But, you know, and also comment below. Leave me some comments. Let me know what you think. You know, what you like about my videos. But like, subscribe, ding, 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 and follow Watching Hollywood on all your streaming services. Ooh, I said it wrong. Not your streaming services, all your social media services. You know, IG, Twitter, Facebook, TikTok. Watching Hollywood. Thank you for watching, guys.